So this is something, or should I say, dystopian news of the day. This is a dystopian news of the day story, educational edition, right? So it says here, Harvard University has released plans which would allow AI chatbots to teach students, right? So one of the things that most of the people who have developed the AI programs, right, that they warn about is allowing the chatbots to code, right? AI to code. So it says here, Harvard University is introducing an AI chatbot to assist in teaching its flagship coding class, marking an innovative departure from traditional methods. Professor David Mullane, who's working himself out of a job, overseeing the course, sees this as an evolutionary step. While the use of AI chatbots is exciting, Martin Rand, CEO of Pactum AI, advises caution regarding the limitations of statistical models because they tend to give you wrong information sometimes. He emphasizes the need for professors to provide exceptionalism and commends Harvard for implementing this approach, even though he's warning about it, right, in an introductory course. So, this is what I'm saying. These legacy colleges will be around for several, more decades to come, even after the full implementation of AI in all of our systems and programs and governmental and educational, services. And the thing is, if you're going to these schools, it's just to put on your resume, and then you're just becoming an AI prompter until they no longer need AI prompters, right? Because eventually the AI will watch the prompters, and then it'll become better at what the prompters are originally planned to do. What their job is. If you go to school to become an engineer, right, you're gonna oversee 50 or 100, however many that you can pay attention to, and AIs, and then you'll have to oversee their work just for a little while though, because they're gonna replace those people too. I've been saying this, city halls, the Registry of Motor Vehicles, Department of Education, all kinds of the police force, all of that stuff. The issue is labor, right? So they still have to build out the robots, right? But I'm a barber, and so I asked the Bard AI to give me a list of off-the-shelf products and their companies that I could build an AI-enabled barber today. And it gave me about 25 companies, with the servos and the software and the hardware and the articulated arms and the hands and just all the technical stuff and robotics, right? Wiring, everything. And then I asked it, so what would a build cost me from the low end to the high end today buying these products, right? And the low end was $150,000, which is basically nothing for a big company like a Paul Masson's or Snippets or whatever the heck they're called, Great Clips or whatever those other ones, Supercuts, right? And on the high end it was $1.5 million. So even at that cost, right, if you're a big nationwide chain like Floyd's Barbershop or whatever, you could afford to build these robots, right? And then you have an AI look it over and streamline it and all this stuff, and then you can start selling them to other people, So how long do you think they're gonna go? I mean, labor jobs will be the last, right? So linemen, when there's a storm and the lines are knocked down, they're still gonna need linemen for a little while, but for how long? I mean, eventually they'll have a robot that climbs right up the line, or maybe they even stay on the post, or in places where it's underground, they'll be in the line itself, and these little robots will go around repairing shit, always inspecting, same thing with like sewage workers, right? Imagine a big city could have a freaking army of septic workers that just go through the pipes, always scanning for cracks and doing repairs, and they never need a day off, and this goes for everything. This is just another nail in the coffin for humanity, And at first, it's probably going to seem great, People will have individualized teachers who can help them learn the way that they are able to learn, so it won't be this big, one size fits all situation, and a lot of things are going to get solved. But then, how long do they need us, right? And this is all being put forth by the elites, right? So think about that. The carbon footprint that they wish to extinguish is human life. It's our lives that we're the carbon footprint. Why do you think they have individual carbon footprint trackers now, right? So you can track your pollution, right? Just like when McDonald's and Coca-Cola and all them and all these big polluters in the 70s were held to account, and they were like, well, we put give a hoot, don't pollute, or a little thing insignia on it that shows a stick figure throwing the trash out, right? So then it's not on the companies anymore. It's not on the giant polluters. It's not mass producing all these chemically altered, just packaging and crazy shit that's all over the globe. Now it's on us to clean up, right? And it's the same thing with this, man. They're gonna get rid of more and more people. Clerical jobs will be first. Lawyers, even doctors. They're gonna be the prompters of the AI, right? They already have a robotic surgeon. I mean, this is not what we want to be, people. I mean, I've got teenage kids. What are they gonna do in the future if this is the future that we're all edging towards or jumping off a cliff towards? I don't know. What do you think? Give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. All right, peace. Have a great day, everybody.